All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Like I said, we're gonna continue the story. We left off at the boot camp story, my deja vu. So, jumping right into it. We don't got no time to waste. We gotta continue the story and get it going. So here it is. I am recalling the dream and the vision that God done tell me. Like He's basically telling me, I put you there. I'm sending you there for a reason. Like you don't have no choice. I just wanted to let you know this is what you're gonna have to do. So as I'm going through this experience and I'm getting freaked out, I'm literally looking up at God as this drill instructor is like just sending me back and forth running. I'm telling God, I'm like, God, please, please, uh, what are you doing to me? This is what I'm about to experience this whole 3 months. Like, no, 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 no. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this, Lord. You gotta take me out of here. You gotta send me back home. This is not what I signed up for. And I can just see God just laughing like, dog. Like, look. You forgot who you were before you went to Earth, kid. And I can just see God just talking to me in a manner like, kid, you are a magi. You are a warrior of God. Like, this is going to spark that spirit that I have for you. You don't even remember the demons you don't fight up here, bro. You are a warrior. Like your angel is Michael. You know who your angel, what he did? He's the one that fought Lucifer. That's your guardian angel right there, Angel Michael. So you thinking you can't make it through here is just hilarious, bro. Cause you in physical form and you panicking like as if this is gonna be freaking hard. And he's just cracking up at me, looking at me panicking like, Lord, I can't do this, man. Send me home, please, please. He just like, so I'm like, look, like I can't. If you really can't send me home, they already. I'm thinking they asked me, but hopefully they ask again. They ain't gonna ask again. Like, if you wanna go home now, like, no, they ain't gonna do that shit. They really gonna fuck with you. So I'm like, if I really gotta go through this, Lord, you gotta be with me, man. I can't do this alone. And it's like almost like it was a real warm feeling, like as if God said, of course, you're never alone. You just gotta ask for it. And just even saying that, transitioning into the mindset that I said before, I said, God is just a father, a parent that just wants a connection with his child. If y'all can just put that in y'all mindset, y'all understand that some of the things y'all doing or going through, man, God been there, done that. You know, the way how I can say it is, when you think of your parents or when you think of your kids, if you have kids, they have a piece of you or you have a piece of them. You ever heard your dad look at you and tell you, man, you just like your mom? Or your mom said, dang, just like your dad. You have a piece of your parent. You have a piece of God. God made you in his image. He knew you before you were formed, before you were born in your mother's womb. He knew you. Why y'all looking at yourself trying to judge yourself? God done, he already, you emo? If you're emo, God's been emo. Talk to him. Pray to him. Have a conversation with him. God's emo. You sitting there with your eyeliner and your black hair and your freaking chains and black clothing and it's, I walk this lonely road and I don't stop but da 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 da. You know that emo song? Freaking, I don't even know. But anyway, God's been emo. God, y'all remember the story of Noah? That's God being emo. God straight up was like, how come they not praising me? How come they not worshiping me? What am I doing wrong? I done gave them all of this land and animals and food. Man, they hate me. Man, fuck the world, man. Flooded. Then he done got bipolar with his emo and he said, dang, that was wrong of me. Why would I do that, man? So sad, man. Why would I do that? Throw a rainbow up. Let me I let them know that anytime y'all see this rainbow, I'll never do that again, man. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I done flood the place like that. That's emo. You thinking that God don't like fights? Yo, come on, stop playing, man. Who do you think Samson was? That's a UFC fighter right there. God said, yo, Samson, look, I done blessed you to fight. Samson's trying to question God, like, no, God's a peaceful God and he's a loving God. He doesn't want me to fight. And it's like, God's like, dude, who's telling you this stuff? I done gave you the power, bro. I'm literally saying go beat people's asses to free your people. What do you mean I'm telling you don't fight? The whole reason I done gave you all that power is to fight. I want to see some action. Punch that dude all the way through that mountain, bro. I gave you the good hair for you to understand that you look good with fresh hair. Take care of that hair. Make sure you don't cut it, because that's where your power lies. All I told you was don't drink. And I told you don't drink because when you drink, you start yapping and telling people everything. So that's the reason why I told you don't drink. And I said just don't touch the dead. Because I'm like, bro, when you be beating them, just leave them there. Because they don't deserve for you to even be touching them. That's it. But besides that, go be beating on these people. I want to see some action. Same thing with David. You remember David with the slingshot? God was like, look, I love soldiers. I love warriors, bro. His stories are about kings from warriors. God's like, look, David, I like an underdog story. You ain't nobody, right? I promise you. Go and fight Goliath. Go and take on Goliath. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be right here by your side. Go, just give him one punch. Everybody going to see you do that. They're going to be like, oh my goodness. Don't mess with David. David can knock you out. God, David's a little bit scared. They was like, no, I can't do it. If I go to Goliath, you know, he's so strong. He a giant. Like, his hand could just crush my skull. God's like, look, I'm going to make your skull like a rock. Like, legitimately, he won't even be able to touch you. Just go ahead and just go close to him and just knock him out. And David's like, look, Lord, I believe you, but I don't got that much strength. So God said, you know what? All right, fine. Just pick up that rock right there. That'll be better. And then he can swing that mug and throw it at him. All right. David's like, all right. Done did that. God been with David from that point on forward. Made David go through wars. Survive. Y'all talking about PTSD. God gave him the authority and the right to go to war and slay bodies. Don't come back with PTSD. If you have God in your heart, I promise you, you're going to be clear-headed. I ain't going to have no The only PTSD I'm going to have from the service is the racism. But we'll get there on another topic, another situation, another time, another story for my show. But that's the only PTSD I got, is the experience with the racism, the racist sailors, soldiers, airmen, Marines that I done served with, supposedly supposed to be my brothers. But nah, it didn't feel like that. But that's a different story for a different day. But all I'm saying is, God connects to all his children in a way where he's like, just talk with me. Just pray to me. Like, what do you need? What do you want? Keep me in your life. Don't let me go. We got to this point where people don't just, they talk about God like as if he's just some kind of he's a picky person. Like, you got to be a goody. Like, it's like the kid in line saying, the teacher said, don't step on that line. You got to stay in the line, Nenday. And then they like, nope, I'm going to be right here. And Ms. Johnson's like, hey, Nenday, get back in line. I'm like, oh, yep. All right, Ms. Johnson, sorry about that. I won't do it again. And it's like, don't listen to that goody. Like, God been using people who've been going through so much, but keep him in their hearts. Mary, the prostitute, the one that became even a disciple. Look, I promise you, that woman done been talking to God and praying to God like, God, I don't know what my life is. Like, this is just, I gotta put food on the table. Like, this is me. Like, I don't want to be doing this to make it seem like this is what I love and this is what I'm about. But it puts food on the table. And God's like, she's always coming up. Jesus, go deliver her. Just tell her don't go back to that lifestyle. She's so good. I can give her a good man. Just let her move away from that lifestyle. She don't need to do that. But I love her. And that's why they even brought her in the fold. Y'all be doing one mistake, one sin, and y'all think that the devil come in your ear and says, oh, you done sinned, so God don't like you no more. Just keep doing it. Some of y'all even go to the extent of, well, Jesus died for my sins, so I'm going to just keep sinning. And it's like, what? So you telling me if your spouse, your lover, cheated on you and you forgave them, you be okay with them just keep cheating on you? Because that's what I see when y'all saying something. Oh, Jesus don't die for my sins, so I'm going to just, all right, well, Jesus died for your sin to understand that there's going to be times where you're going to have to lie. There's going to be times where you're going to have to steal. Going to be times where you're going to have to cheat. It's not going to be right, but there's going to be times where you got to do it for the best of the benefit of it. And with that mindset said, Jesus said, like, look, God said, I get it now. I see. You really got to be on a type of hustling mindset, because there's a lot of people that's just getting blocked when you tell your boss honestly, oh, man, I done had my car just freaking break down. They're going to be like, well, you should have had a better car. And it's like, you know what I should have said? I done got shot up and I had to go to the hospital because clearly the car situation with you, it didn't work. And it's like some of that type of mindset is like, that's why Jesus died for the sin. He didn't die for you to just do it and be like, well, I'm going to go to heaven. It's like, no, you can't intentionally. If I forgive you for cheating, I ain't going to keep forgiving you for cheating again. God done said forgive 777 times, but it's in the heart of like, you're making a mistake. Like it's addiction. Like you can't control it. And it's like, okay, I got to forgive you because you're fighting something right now. Type of forgiveness of over and over and over again. But don't think that I said that, okay, I forgive you, you don't cheat on me, then you're going to go back and cheat on me again. I'm like, all right, I'll forgive you. That's goofy. But anyway, that mindset right there is, it goes to say that, like, look, y'all overshooting God. Y'all really overshooting God. Like, y'all just have to talk with him. Just sit in, that's why even in the Bible it said, look, just sit in a corner, just talk with him. Talk by yourself. Talk to yourself. In a sense that you're talking with God. You're not even talking to yourself. But let people look at you like you're crazy. Like, Lord, look, I don't know what I'm going through right now. But Lord, can you please be with me? This is scary. Because that's what I was doing at boot camp. Like, dang, Lord, I don't know. I don't think I can do this by myself. Like, I'm going to need you. I'm going to need somebody. Because I'm here by myself. I ain't coming with no friends. We didn't sign up together to buddy program. We didn't do none of that. I'm by myself, Lord. Please be with me. Type of mindset. You know, that's what makes him favor people. You know, so when you feeling down and out and you feeling like you're being judged, don't let the devil whisper in your ear and say, you're not good enough. God said you are. Just talk with me. You know, some of them parents, some of our parents have done some stuff just like what we did. Some of them did way worse stuff. And I guarantee if you talk to them and you say, look, I done cheated on an old dude. I didn't even mean it. You probably hear your mom or your dad say, yeah, I've been there too, man. I didn't even mean to do that, but that temptation was right there. And you're like, damn, for real? And you learn shit from your parents. Same thing with God. Talk to him. He done made Abraham a pimp. Player, a Rolling Stone. He done said, all right, Abraham, look, your wife can't have babies, but guess what? She gonna give you to the slave girl. After that, the slave girl gonna give you to her assistant. After that, the assistant gonna pass you back to the woman who couldn't have babies, and now she can. Why do you think they said Father Abraham had many sons? They should have said Father Abraham was Rolling Stone, Rolling Papa. Like, come on. You kidding me right now? God done. There's so many people in the Bible that have made mistakes, that have done some stuff that it's not like they're trying to repeat it, but they go to God for understanding of it and for forgiveness. Like, God, I'm sorry on that one. Girlie she was looking good in them yoga pants, Lord. Like, dang, I know I'm married, but my goodness gracious, Lord, you got to keep her away from me because them yoga pants, I'm going to rip them off. Lord. And God's like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. That's the Delilah. He like, yeah, I done did that wrong. He done forgave David. David done sent his best friend. David sent his best friend to the front lines of war just to be with his wife, to be with his best friend's wife. God said, I done put that temptation there. That's kind of on me, but it's not fair to the best friend that you done take his life like that. So I'm gonna have to snatch your firstborn for equality. But it's not like God said, all right, I'm gonna have to take you from your throne and dismantle you because you did that. To me, that's a harsh kind of crime. You doing send your best friend to the front line so you can be with his girl? And God forgave him. God said, look, God, that favoritism on David, like, yo, David, you are more than anointed, because God done said, like, look, it was okay in a way for you to have done that, but he just took it first. Well, it depends on how you see it. If you're going to think of it as equality, but I was like, He took his firstborn because the old dude took his wife, but he said, I'm gonna give you another son. So it's like, dang, that's kind of, but read that story, don't take it. But all I'm saying is, once again, it goes into that mindset that y'all need to just go and get in touch with God. Stop overthinking this. He ain't picky. You cut, like, he done told me, he's like, look, kid, I made you a warrior. And we're going to get into this, because this goes into the story of when I went to go shoot my shot at Demi. But a little taste of it, he done said, look, I made you a warrior. You've been a warrior up here slaying demons. Don't let nobody try to tell you to kind of put you in a box and say, oh, no, you can't do that. You can't be cussing. Oh, no, you're not supposed to be watching this or doing that or playing with that and doing. If they try to put a box around you, son, that's not me. If I tell you so, then you listen to me. And you always been obedient. So you don't need to worry about what other people trying to tell you. That's the demons in them trying to tell you, there's your box, stay in it. Because you step out of there. That's like when the devil was tempting Jesus in the desert. Straight up. The devil was tempting Jesus in the desert. Like, well, if you are God's son, how about you jump off that mountain cliff and then, see if he catch you and stuff like that, because he said he can catch you. And Jesus is like, you don't test God. I don't need to test God, and don't test God. I did say this in another in the video of when I met Demi Lovato, that in a way I tested God. I didn't test God. When you listen to the story, I say I test God in the manner that, let's just be real, I was still gonna have to either pray, because I believe in there's a higher power. But God allowed it in a way that he was like, you always pray, you always fast, you always praise and worship and read scripture to a point where it's like, it wasn't even a test. God knew. He was like, look, you definitely do need to know that I am here for you and I am with you. So it wasn't even like God was going to take that disrespect, like I'm going to test him. And that's why I even said, all y'all atheists, don't be like, oh yeah, well, if there's a God, he's going to make me fly and stuff like that. That's exactly why I said don't do that, because it's like the connection I have to God, it was more like an honorable thing for him to show me. He allowed me, in a sense, to do something like that, to a point where it's like, you're not even testing me, kid. You just need to know that I am here. But besides that, like I was saying, the devil done went and tried to test Jesus in the desert. How, if you hungry, because he was fasting for 40 days, 40 nights. He said, well, if you hungry, how about you turn them rocks into loaves of bread and stuff like that? And Jesus, like, I don't even need to eat half food. Like, he basically was saying, like, I can die right now, and God can bring me right back to life. And in a way, for that to happen to me, it's like, that's the faith that I have. Like, and it will go into Demi's story. It's like, I don't need to have her, Lord. I don't need to play ball, Lord. I'll just live a life here, and I'll come right back up to you to heaven, and call it a day. And God favoritism is like, nope. Not the love you give me, not the respect and the honor you give me. You finna be blessed. I'm gonna get you what you deserve. But like I said, we're gonna get to that later. I just want to highlight the fact that there's a lot of people kind of pushing away from God and thinking that you got to be a goody two shoes. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, you don't need to be a goody. You really don't. You just need to be talking to your parent. Some of y'all find money, right? That's God saying, there you are, my son. Just look down. Go ahead, look down at your feet. Yep, that's all you. Go take care of yourself. Go put some gas in your tank. Go take yourself to a movie. Go buy yourself some food. Go buy you some Jordans. Take that $100 and go buy yourself some Jordans. And y'all see the money, y'all put your foot on it. Ooh, like Kevin Hart style. And it's like, and guys like, nah, you don't even need to do that. They're not looking. It's not even theirs. Matter of fact, you know where that money came from? An atheist. I done took it out his wallet and just flicked it out. And I was waiting for you to come right there, because I knew you walked that path every day to work. I knew you was going to be right there. So that's yours. Take that. In fact, matter of fact, I'm going to do something extra special for you. Take that $100. You look, oh, thank you, Lord. What? Found some money? See that? Right there. You done thank me. Tomorrow, you're going to get a promotion. Next thing you know, you're going to work. So, Dave, we'll see here that all the numbers seem to be just amazing. That's great. That's crazy. Wow. So we have the billionaire client we have. Yeah, he says he likes you very much. and he wants you to work with him on the account. So unfortunately, because you're so far low down there, but he wants to work with you, we're gonna have to promote you to partner. So we're gonna have to give you the corner office. We're gonna give you an assistant, and you're gonna work there. And you sitting there like, me, partner? Bro, I'll be sleeping at my desk for like 8 hours out of the day. Like, what numbers? Y'all sure that's me? And God looking at you, you better shut up. I saw how you worship me. I saw how you been praying. I basically just did your homework for you while you fell asleep. That's all I did. Now you're going to get to work and do this, but you deserve that promotion. That's God for you. That's the parent. See your kids sleeping, like, I'll do the homework for them. Finish that last little number when they get up. Take it in. Type of mindset. You know? Y'all overthinking God, man. Like can't nobody correct me on the mannerism of how I've done visit and been blessed to be coming back to earth to done do what God needs me to do. Like, straight up. Like, I don't even know what else to say, except like be a child of God, in the sense of that's dad. That's Pops. Go to Pops. What does Pop want? You know, Pop said, you know, he needs me to do this. Like, he's been talking to me. You know, hence the whole trip to go shoot my shot. That was God, straight up. We were almost getting there. But that's exactly why I had to tell this whole story about heaven and earth, because this is why. This is going to be a huge part of why I went to go shoot my shot. It was almost in a relaxation mindset of, Lord, it's okay. I'm being blocked left and right from even achieving my dreams. How am I going to get there? You know? So at that point, I was like, I'll try, Lord. You telling me I'm going to try. So, like I said, y'all got to be kid. Like, if you emo, God's been emo. If you bipolar, God's bipolar. If you like fighting, you like warfare, God is the same way. Stop pushing yourself away from him and just understand your relationship with your parent. You know, you're going to have some things from him that he done give you because he's seen you in his image. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in your mindset. What time we got? Okay, so we got a good amount of time. I'm going to share this. At first I just say, like, I don't know how to say it, but we'll just start talking about it, because that's, in a way, that's what the show is about. Just start talking. So, angels, right? I don't know if we're going to even have time yet, but we'll push this. Some people won't understand what I'm about to say, but I'm going to just say it how I need to say it. Some people come down here so blessed and so anointed that they don't even have to try, and all of a sudden they're making money, they're successful, they're doing great in life. I've already said it before, or if I didn't, those were people close to God in heaven, that God just blessed and anointed and said, you're not going to struggle when you get down there. You've been so great to me up here in heaven, you're going to be down there in that position. Doesn't mean they can't fall. It means that they've done so well for God. And this is where they got to understand and thank God for it, because he done gave it to them and told them. He told them before they even came. They just probably don't remember. He told them, he said, you're going to be in this place. You're going to be living in this house. And it's like, really, God? Like, wow. You want to give me how many kids? Wow. So God bless people to be in positions that they are. And he also blesses people to rise, to have greater stories, to get to that point, but to also be almost like a warrior. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to knock people who are blessed to be in positions of wealth or health, you know, because even the people who it takes time for them to get there, God just loves like a great story. Whether it's an underdog story, a love story, God loves a story that just touches his heart to be like, you went through all of that for me. Like, look at Jesus Christ, our King, went through all of that for God. He done prayed. Like I said, talk to God like his dad. He went, before he got crucified, he was like, God, I really don't want to do this. This is wild. These people don't even care. Do I really gotta die for them? Like, just yesterday I done made a man see. He was blind, and they act like I never did nothing for them. Now they persecuting me. They saying, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, are you kidding me? Why should I die for them, God? And God's like, don't worry, everything's gonna make sense. You just have to go through it right now. Trust me. And Jesus is like, look, man, I'm done with all these people. Look, soon I get in heaven, I'm not coming back down here. This is wild. These people are just straight rude. And he's like, don't even worry, I got the revenge for them. They gonna come up here and they gonna meet me. But you have to go through this. And I can only imagine Jesus just sitting there like, dang, man. Like, just mad. But he can't be mad because he's pure love. And it's like, I don't even want to be at love at this point, man. Like, I don't even want to be the king no more. Because, like, I'm dying for people who just don't deserve it. Until later on through his journey, he gets on the cross. He's like, yeah, they know not what they do, Lord. Just forgive them. They know not what they do. Just talk to his dad in heaven. You know? These are the people who, there's some people down here who will be like, oh, I wouldn't have been that way for Jesus to be sitting at a table with Jesus and legitimately just be like, Jesus be telling them, you going to betray me. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't betray you, Jesus. Come on now. And they out here just, they're not even sharing love. Like, it's just, yeah. We're going to jump on that. That's going to be deep because I got something for that little piece right there about people who just, they act like they would do the good thing, but they don't do the good thing when their back's against the wall. You know, you sit here, you be like, would you have betrayed Jesus for something? Like, no, the man was healing people, bringing people back from the dead, making people see. Why would you betray him? Like, he's God. He's telling you that you going to live after this life eternally somewhere else. But you just forgot about it. You don't know about it. But you sitting here for silver? You couldn't just tell Jesus, like, look, Jesus, yeah, these bills, they rising. They rising. Like, I don't know if we can take care of them, but I'm kind of panicking. Maybe Jesus would scare you off with a little bit of just have faith. And you'd be like, Jesus, faith ain't going to pay this electric bill. I'm sorry. Like, I need tangible things. And he'd be like, you still worrying about tangible. You have to believe. Next thing you know, tomorrow they say, oh man, what? We done charged the wrong house for this electric bill? Yo, we're going to back pay you and pay you more, and don't worry about it, bro. Your bill better take for the rest of the year. Like, stuff like that happens to a point where it's called having faith, but y'all wouldn't have it because y'all be like, y'all need the tangible. Y'all need physical evidence. Y'all need to touch it to believe it. And it's like, y'all missing out. Y'all missing out. But y'all going to sit there and be like, no, I wouldn't betray Jesus. And in the way y'all doing it now. Because y'all need the tangible. Y'all need to feel something. Y'all need to see it. But yeah. Yeah, L.A. Talk about L.A. real quick. Los Angeles. Or how I like to say it, Lost Angels. There's a lot of people in L.A. right now that just, they lost. They are lost. And baby girl, I ain't going to say she lost because I'm finna come and get her. But in a way, that type of mindset right there is like, you're blessed, you're anointed to be in that position. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget where you came from. Don't forget who made you the creator. I'm not saying he done judge you, he judging you right now or nothing. I'm saying just don't forget that mindset because he will guide you through your darkest times. And that's all I can say about that city of LA. Just a bunch of lost angels. Some of them are even demons. Don't forget now, demons were once angels. Don't mix it up. It's funny I gotta share this because this is kind of, the devil can sometimes do good things, but for bad intentions. And it's like, it's mind blowing because I was at work and I'm fasting, right? And this dude never once, not ever once, offered me something to eat, offered me something to drink. It was like where did this come from, right? So I'm fasting and he come offer me some food. Like, here, try it, taste it. You gotta taste this. And I'm not thinking, like, my mind slipped. I'm just thinking it's a good gesture. Like, oh, he's offering me some food. Like, all right, I taste it. Soon as I put it in my mouth, take a bite and swallow, I said, Oh no. I'm fasting. And I looked over at him like, what would make him offer me food right now? Like, what in the world was that about? Never once you did offer me food. But at this particular time that I'm fasting, the devil done jumped in you to offer me food. Like, break that fast. You're not doing nothing for God. And it kind of made me mad. And it's almost like the devil's like, yeah, getting mad. And it's like, you can't have that type of heart. So I'm sitting there looking at like, oh, I can't get mad because he didn't know. But at the end of the day, it's like, why would you offer me food when he never did? So I'm like just sitting there like, oh, Lord. Just had to go straight back to Lord. Like, God, I'm so sorry. I'm restarting this fast. I'm restarting it. If I said I was going to do it for 3 days, I'm going to do it for 4. I'm restarting it. And this time, if I got to be a little bit selfish and stingy, I'm going to do it. Like, nah, I don't need food right now. Because that was just weird. I'm fasting. You done come offer me food. And then the good heart in me is going to be like, oh, yeah, I'll take some. And that right there is the devil knowing how to use y'all. You know, and it goes hand in hand with what I'm going to share with you about something that we're going to get to here shortly. But it really does blow my mind to a point where it's like, you really got to put your foot down sometimes in the sense of for God. It's not always about just putting your cheek, passing the other cheek. You got to be a soldier for God. Because these demons know how to use and manipulate people to a point where they'll do good stuff. But then it's for the bad. Like think of it like even in a relationship. You can be in the most wrong relationship. It's not meant for you. They're treating you wrong. They're treating you awful. It just doesn't feel right. You're like, this can't be love. I don't feel like I'm being loved. And you could be in an abusive relationship. They be beating on you, but then they'll just say, oh, I love you, you know. Oh, I gotta stop drinking, man. It's the drinks, it's the booze. Yeah, I gotta stop, man. But I love you. And then they come beat on you again. Then they come back, yeah, man, I'm gonna get some help. Then they come and beat on you again. And they keep doing it, but they're showing you that you, the good person, they're taking advantage of you. You are the good person. But there it is. You done getting beat on. And then you thinking God punishing you. And it's like sometimes you gotta be a soldier of God. I promise you. And you gotta break that. You really do gotta break that. But nah, man. I'm opening up about this whole faith journey and the mindset of it because I want y'all to understand that the next things that we're going to talk about, that we're going to cover, besides me going shooting my shot at Demi Lovato, is the whole process to me even going for my dreams. And I promise you, that right there, what I just said about doing good and having a good heart, in a sense like following the rules, the devil knows sometimes as Christians, put that in quotations, he can take advantage of that and abuse it in a way where you're really not gonna break that barrier that he wants to set in front of you. And God's like I said, he done made Samson to be a warrior to fight. He said, you got to go fight the good fight, Samson. And Samson just questioned like, nah, that's not what the Lord wants. Lord, are you sure? And the Lord is like, why would I give you that much strength? Tell you you're going to be freeing your people. And then you're going to sit here and say, am I sure? Bro, I gave you power. You're Superman. Go Superman punch that mug and throw him into the mountain. God done said the same thing for David. David, take that slingshot. Kill him. Slay him. I done made you a warrior. And y'all got to put that in y'all mindset. Y'all are warriors of God. Don't let the demons come manipulate y'all and tell you when somebody want to do it. If you got a good heart, stand your ground in the manner of, nah, you kidding me? No, I don't need food right now. Why? No, you can, I'm sorry, but don't offer me food. Thank you. But nah, let them get an attitude too. Like, okay, well, that's why I ain't going to offer you stuff again. Like, okay, cool. When you done fasting, you can come back. Hey, man. You good? You alright? Alright, cool. You can still say hi. You can still be nice. But sometimes you got to put your foot down. Now that I put my foot down, I looked at it like I needed to take the food. Like, oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice of you. Type of mindset. I would have been like into my strength hole. And sometimes those are the tests to remind me. Like, look, you a warrior. Done slipped up. I'm just in a daze, like just focused on me doing my job. And as I'm doing my job, then come offer me food, and it's like, oh yeah, oh, you just, the devil knew to give. He's like, oh, he didn't realize he had give it to him right now. And it's like, yo, that's why I said, look, y'all gotta be soldiers of God. And the same reason why Jesus died for sins. Jesus died for sins because he knew you're gonna have to be a soldier of God in a sense. So, soldier up, soldier up. But I'm gonna have to end here too. We'll get to wrapping this whole trip of heaven and earth up. Um, so yeah, we're leaving off at the fact that, you know, we gotta soldier up, guys. You know, put our foot down and stop being so easy to manipulate and intimidate type of mindset. You know, sometimes we gotta break away. We think you're doing good, but in reality, it's actually hurting us. You know, it's like, oh, I'll give him a second chance. Oh, I'll give him a third chance. And the devil trying to manipulate you with that whole forgiveness thing. And it's like, look, like I said, there's gonna be times where you can forgive, and there's times where it's like you just being goofy. All right, and that's the difference between why Jesus died for us. And it's like, you okay, that one you can't accept that one. That's not the forgiveness we're talking about. And I already shared that a little bit. I'm like, where somebody's fighting addiction and they keep just, you know, running off, getting lost, or keep overdosing or whatever, and it's like, damn, they're fighting it. We gotta, all right, come on, you done stole out of my purse again to go get some drugs. I forgive you. And it's like, you need to stop stealing my money. I done hide the purse. Now you going in the drawers and stuff, you know, and you forgive them. And it's like, damn, they need drugs that bad. And it's just crazy. But anyway, I used addiction because something like that, when somebody's fighting it, you really do have to forgive them. They're fighting demons. You got to help them for sure. But you got to understand that they're fighting something that you just going to have to forgive until they can understand and control it and fight it, or they can get the help they need to, you know, get away from that. But like I said, we'll end it here, and then we'll pick up with Soldiering On. Yeah, we'll finish that. Up. All right, stay tuned for the next episode, I guess. All right, peace.